What's up with the YouTube? Back again with another banger. The universe has definitely been testing me lately, man. It definitely has. This past year has been very interesting, man. And it made me come to the conclusion that the hardest thing to do in life is to keep going, brothers. That is probably the absolutely hardest thing to do in this world, is to keep going no matter what. For instance, yesterday, driving on the freeway. I'm driving, everything going normal. A car in front of that car stops immediately, hits his brakes. That car in front of me hits his brakes immediately. I have to slam on my brakes immediately. But when I slam on my brakes, my car just slide and it just hit the back of this person's car. So you know how it go when you hit somebody from behind. It's basically your fault, whatever. But it just kind of it irritated me, but whatever. Long story short, I woke up this morning, felt that energy. I felt that vibe, not wanting to get up, not wanting to get out the bed because of what happened the day before. Just paying attention to the psychology, just paying attention to how the mind and the brain works. So I sat there for about 5 minutes, not wanting to get out the bed, 5 more minutes longer than usual. And then I had to snap out of it, man. I had to snap out of it. Because for one, I just bought the car last month. And now I'm dealing with this the month after. You know what I mean? But moral of the story is I could have sat there and dwelled and let what happened yesterday eat me up, eat me alive, and not get done what I need to get done for today. And just let it ruin my whole day, my whole week, my whole month. But I didn't. I chose to get up and do what I gotta do, regardless of what happened. And that's what most of us needs to do, is do what we gotta do regardless of what happens. The hardest thing to do is to keep going. But that's the best thing to do. It builds resilience. It really builds resilience. I look at it like this. You don't have no choice but to keep going. Whether you lose your job, whether you just got broken up with, whether a death in the family or one of the family members passed on, or whatever financial position that you're in life, you have no choice but to keep going. You cannot quit. And that's the hardest thing to do as human beings, because we want to reap in our sorrows. We want to dwell in our heads, when in reality it's not doing anything for us. It's keeping us stagnant. It's keeping us in the same positions. So you have to take life as it is and do whatever you can with it. But being down on yourself or depressed about whatever circumstances your life is going, or whatever situation you went through, letting yourself fall is a waste of time and a waste of energy. It's a trick of the enemy. That's what I had to do this morning. I had to outwit the devil, because the spirit of Lucy is waiting on you, waiting on one little bad thing to throw your mood off and make you think it's 10 times worse than what it is. Oh yeah, it's real bad now, ain't it? Oh yeah, you're not gonna do it this time, huh? Oh yeah, I just crumbled this, I just crumbled that. Oh, you had plans? Guess what? I just shut that down. What are you gonna do now? What are you gonna do now? And it's like, on a day-to-day basis, we're outwitting the devil. That's what we're doing. It's a negative energy that we're trying to overcome on a day-to-day basis. Whether you're going to your job, whether you're dealing with people, whether you're interacting with people, communicating with people, whatever, you feel this energy. It's an energy, it's a force that's pushing against you to make you, to test you, to see, will you fall into the negative energy, or you're going to keep your head up high. It's a daily test if you pay attention. It's a daily test, and it's your decision and choice to choose what energy you're going to move on. And it's like when, detrimental things happen in your life, you have to pick that energy. Am I going to let this eat me alive, or I'm going to keep working? or I'm going to let this throw off my mission, or I'm going to keep thriving. But most of us get ate up by our own minds. Most of us get ate up by our current realities. And that's one thing that must change. And it's easier said than done. But you got to keep going. You got to keep going. Like, you have no choice. I don't care how hard it is. You have to keep going. What benefits are you going to get from letting these problems eat you alive? None, brothers. It took me 36 years to understand that I choose what I want the universe to do. Every day you wake up, you choose what you want the reality to be. If you wake up and you're miserable, that's how the reality is going to be. If you wake up and you tell yourself it's going to be a good day, regardless of what goes down, it'll be a good day. Right now, my car is smashed in the front, but I'm still like, it's going to be a good day. Not trying to ignore what happened. I accepted what happened and I channeled the energy. I'm in this mindset of, like, you know, it is what it is. And that's the mindset you got to have. It is what it is. What's done is done. Ain't no what you could have did, what you should have did. We're here now. For whoever watching this video, whatever you're going through, we're here now. So what are you going to do about it? Cry, mope, whine, complain, call a family member, call a friend, complain all day to them about how life sucks? Or are you going to continue to walk in your vision? Or are you going to continue to make it better on your behalf? And that's what I choose to do. To make it better on my behalf. I'm not playing the victim. I'm not playing the blame game. I'm just putting in that work. No, whatever happens in my life or whatever occurred the day before, I'm still going to go to the gym. I'm still going to eat nutritional food. I'm still going to get out here and grind. I'm still going to drop this video regardless. But it's your choice, your decision to pick which energy will you allow to engulf you. Which energy would you allow to entertain? And on a day-to-day basis, you have to make that decision. Which voice are you listening to? Which voice are you believing right now? And it all starts in the mindset. It's more mental than physical in this world, and I realized that as well. Yeah, this 3D dimension you can feel, touch, smell, taste, see. But it all starts here. The body follows the mind leads the body, and whatever the mind is being fed, the body will react to it. That's like this morning when I woke up, my mind was reacting to the foolishness that happened yesterday, and my body reacted to it. That's why I felt tired. That's why you gotta manipulate your mind, manipulate your energy, and continue to do what you need to do on a day-to-day basis, because you got to understand, out here ain't nobody coming to save us, man. Ain't nobody coming to save you. You got to save yourself. You got to be your best friend. You got to do everything you got to do to get the job done, regardless of what's going on, regardless of your financial positions, regardless if you just lost your job, regardless if the girl just dumped you, regardless if the plan didn't go as planned. You still got to put in that work. You still got to show up for yourself. You still got to be disciplined. You still got to hit that iron. You still got to eat that food. You still got to take care of your kids. You still got to keep your spirits high. Regardless of what's going on, you got to keep going. And that's one of the hardest things to do in this world. Is to whatever adversity we face, we have to keep going. Regardless of what happens in our life. We got to keep putting one foot in front of the other. But it's not, we're not just going to go, just to go and just whatever. No. This builds up mental resilience. It builds up mental resilience. You know, back in the day or in my younger years, I probably would have lashed out and let this thing eat me alive. But now that I gained the wisdom, understanding, and knowledge, I know how to deal with situations and you know, certain outcomes that happen in my life without reacting and responding emotionally, because I learned your emotions lie. They do. And they don't do nothing for you. There's no benefits to being emotional. All it is sadness, misery, and pain. And I refuse to live my life like that, regardless of what goes on. The job needs to be done. Your job needs to be done. There's no reason to feel sorry for yourself. It is what it is. I'm sorry. You still got to get up and do what you got to do. You can't let this depression override you. You can't let what the outside world dictate your mood. You can't let your current circumstances define who you are as a human being. You just got to learn from it, man. And the more you learn from this space, the more information that you have to navigate through it all. As cliche as it sounds, what don't kill you make you stronger. What you go through, you grow through. And that's what this life is about. It's all about learning. It's all about lessons. It's all about gathering information. It's all about realizing what's important. It's all about that discipline. Are you going to do what you need to do regardless of what happens? Or are you going to fold? It's your decision. It's your decision. But you really don't have no choice if you want to achieve, if you want to keep moving forward. But to keep going. Keep going, man. It may be hard right now. You might be getting chastised by your own mind, but you got to get control over it, or it's going to own you. But one key thing to bring you back into this reality, when you're dwelling in your thoughts, when you're dwelling on your sorrows, when you reaping what you sow, is to understand there's no benefits to dwelling. There's no benefits to being depressed. There's no benefits to allow what happened yesterday to mess up your tomorrow. You got to take it as it is and move accordingly. Put the Most High first. Take it one day at a time and stay on your grind. The hardest thing in life that you will ever do is keep going. And I advise you to keep going regardless of what's going on. Real talk. Chop it up with y'all later, man. Peace.